life and everything. So sit back, relax, and we'll just talk about what's been going on. So I think last time that I guys kind of talked to you guys about life, I was moving to this new apartment where I am right now, and the walls are kind of paper thin. You can kind of hear some people, but it's actually usually a lot quieter in this new room than my old room, because my old room where I lived in LA was off of a main street, like a really main street where there were like a lot of cars and a lot of trucks just driving down it all the time. And the thing is, it was on a hill, which is really, really cool. When I had a view, like my window was on the second floor, you could see outside to downtown LA, which was really, really cool. But it was always all these trucks and cars, and I swear twice, which was crazy because I was there for like 2 years. Like at night, it would kind of get quiet, but you would hear all these cars always moving, right? And then you would hear this huge thud, and I heard 2 car accidents, literally. And the craziest thing, you want to know what the craziest thing is? The freaking craziest thing is that it happened in the exact same spot, and the car accident was literally always someone turning into like the main road and crashing into a car that's parked like right outside my apartment, like in the exact same spot. 2 different cars, but just so crazy. So I moved around like 5 minutes away, like 10 minutes away from where my old place was. I moved closer to where I work. I work at a coffee shop. I'm a barista, and now I can walk to work, which is really, really cool. I actually live with sorry, I keep playing with that game because, you know, my neighbors and stuff, but I hope that's not too crazy to do that during the video, just keep switching game. But I live with a roommate. I live with a roommate who's my coworker, and so it's nice that I get to walk to work all the time. Now, let me tell you why I moved and everything. The room I actually love this room so much more. If you noticed, like, on my old videos, you can see how I used to light it, but I actually, treated myself, because I think it's really important to treat yourself. I treated myself to these string lights, because I am such a boy, and I believe, like, such a boy for lighting. I actually really thought for a long time that I was going to go into lighting design. I went to NYU for art, and I remember there was part of my career there, like sophomore year, I was thinking about going into lighting design. I stayed in acting, and then I eventually went into Shakespeare and then film, which is what I love to do now. But I love lights. I don't know about you. I don't know if you're very focused on lighting, but lighting can really impact your mood if you're ever like in a very like you're in the kitchen at like midnight, you're at a party, you're at an after party or whatever, and like you get that fluorescent like yellow light, and it just makes you feel really sterile. Or when you go in the like hospital, you just feel so like ugh. That's all because of lighting. Versus if you have like that's usually cool tones, but if you have some more warm tones and like some colors, it really can bring out your mood. And when you're in your room, I hope you're like this, but it's also okay if you're not. But I just hope you are aware of how important the energy is that's in your room. Your room is it's literally where you rest. It's where you recharge, and so it's important to really, be surrounding yourself in good energy, because like think about it too, your subconscious, like so the parts where you're not, how you're like more than your conscious self, right? Like you get that, right? You get that, right? Because it's like you are your body and everything that you don't even think yourself of, right? So you're more than your thoughts. Well, your subconscious needs to like recharge, and it's important to be in a place where you are allowing it to rest. That's why, actually, this might sound crazy, but like when I moved to this apartment, I really looked into feng shui. I don't know if you know what feng shui is, but it's basically this idea. I think it's from China. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher it. If you know more, let me know in the comments. But it's just about energy flow and where to place things in your room for just good energy. And I actually really followed it this time. I made my old apartment, my bed was facing, I thought it was like the door, and then my bed was against that wall that let the door into my room. And I thought it was nice because I wouldn't be looking at the door, but you're actually supposed to have your sorry, I just got a text from work, but that's why I was just paused because I just saw it on my phone. But you're supposed to actually have your bed across the door and have it looking outside the door, like your feet towards the door. It allows like you this openness, and I've been enjoying it here because when I have the door open, I can see my roommate when she's like entering and leaving the house, and just gives this energy of openness. This room feels really nice. I don't know if you see right here. Here, let me turn a frame. I actually just put up my flowers poster, so you can't really see it, but I actually just framed. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can kind of see it. This is a poster. So I did a short film recently. We're in festivals right now. We're submitting, and I got a poster signed by like all creative team, and I just put it on my wall, and I framed it, and it's been great, you guys. I've just been trying to be very intentional with where I'm living right now. The reason I moved is because, well, I don't know, it just kind of worked out really well. My coworker, our roommate was leaving, who was here, closer to work, cheaper. It's around like $300 cheaper. It's also nice. She's queer. She's bi. It's actually funny. She's a lesbian. She was a lesbian. She was dating this girl. They just broke up, and then she just like came to this realization where she's like, I like guys. She's like, she was like, it was really nice to claim that I was a lesbian, but I'm realizing right now I actually really like guys, and I want to hook up with guys. And I was like, go do it. Like, it's all so fluid, but it's just nice being in a space where queerness is very normalized, or it's not even like normalized, it's just nice not being around, like, well, you know what it is, it's just nice not being around. So my old roommate was someone that I went to high school with, that I absolutely adore. We're like brothers basically, but we're very different now. We used to be very similar, and I think it was very hard me living with him because I cared so much about him, but we were just so different. And it's like when you live with your roommate or whoever, and you kind of like become a married couple. I kind of wanted to be a little bit more detached, and I wanted to feel like I could be who I wanted to be now, and not feel like I had to also be who I used to be. You know what I mean? So I kept subconsciously, and you can see in videos on this, I think I'm on life updates. I don't know, do you ever do this? You know, you just like kind of realize that you keep telling yourself the same thing over and over again, and I kept being like, I'm ready to move out, and I don't like living here. And eventually I listened, and I was like, okay. And then I started like just thinking about moving or whatever, and then this opportunity came, and I was just like, it's perfect, like, let's just go for it. And I'm happy I'm here. My roommate's great. I like where I am. So far it's been great. It has been 3 weeks, so we'll see how this goes, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I also really love she has put a lot of importance on making this a home, like the living room and everything's just, there's art and there's flowers, and it looks clean all the time, and we're clean here. In my old place, it felt more fratty and more collegey and more like just random furniture everywhere, not sectioned off, not really thought of, but kind of thought of, you know, like half-seas. And it's nice being in a place now where it just feels very protected, very sacred, very intentional, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I just put up these hats today, put up the also have a new gig. Up until October, I'm working on The Masked Singer, which I could do a whole other ramble about. But basically, it's this like unscripted reality show, and so I live in LA. I usually work in production for scripted movies and TVs. I'm usually a location scout. And I haven't worked since last August because I worked on a film. I did my own short film, which is when I started this channel, and I kind of like walked you guys through all the whole process, which I thought, I don't know about you, but for me, that's what I loved about this channel for so long. Was like, it's something I really wanted to watch. Was like, how do you make a short film, and like, how do you, it was just such a cool way to document and to share it with you guys and everything. But yeah, so the strike happened, and I basically got work at a coffee shop gig. I've been doing side gigs, which I really enjoy, because I was trying to get out of locations. As with everything in life, you know how you have jobs become jobs, and eventually you try and like move on or figure out, especially in your 20s, you're figuring out like what you think you want to do versus what you actually want to do and all of that stuff, right? So that's what all that was. But yeah, so since there's a strike, I can't do scripted stuff, but unscripted is basically like reality TV. It's performance shows, like all that stuff. That is going, and I have a friend that works on The Masked Singer, and she basically asked if I needed a job, and I said yes, please. And sorry, excuse me. And I got on it. I'm a panel PA, which it's a panel production assistant, which I'm basically, it's also known as first team if you ever worked on set. I'm basically with the talent. For this, I'm with all the judges. So I'm in charge of, I basically have one judge that I'm in charge of. Her name is Jenny McCarthy. If you watch the show, you can also look her up. You'd recognize her. And I basically spend all day with her, doing things that isn't always fun, but I enjoy because it's something I haven't done for a while. I haven't been on set, and it's nice because I work in coffee, and I love coffee. I really, really love coffee. I love making lattes, and I love the art of coffee, and I love meeting the community and just talking and making people's days. I love it. I really do, really, really, really do. I wish I paid more. I would do it forever if it was something that would allow me to get my dreams. It kind of is though, but because it gives me a little bit of freedom, but it should pay more. This panel PA, I basically like go get her lunch. I basically walk her and keep her informed on what we're doing on the day, and I'm our go-to person if she needs anything at all. It's sort of like an assistant, and then to her, and then I also like will go on stage with her and make sure she has her drinks, and like I'm basically there just to be a liaison for her, just to look out just for her. And then I'm also the buffer between her and like the other production people. So like I will be a go-to for the other production people to talk to them. So it's kind of like I'm in the inner circle, but it's cool because backstage I'm literally in the room where they all get makeup done, and all the judges. And yeah, it's just very cool being around like those famous people, and very cool doing like a service industry job, but it's for that show, Sorry, I'm like lying down, so I'm just gonna move because my foot's getting sleepy. Yeah, I'm doing that, and so I was working like 7 days at work, so I worked basically all of that. I'm doing coffee shop days, and then every other day I'm not doing coffee, I'm working on this production set. So, yeah. I don't know what the humming is. I hope it's not too annoying for you. But yeah, so that's kind of everything that's been going on for me, and then we're doing a little like housewarming just do it just cause, but I did start distancing myself from a certain friend, which is something I've never really done before. I don't know, have you ever felt like this? So, you know, when you get to a new place, when you move somewhere new, and you just try to make as many friends as you can, and when you finally make friends, you feel so proud, right? And you're like, okay, I'm finally settling down and everything. So that was me last year, and still is. LA is really hard. I've been here for 3 years, you guys. And it's true that it takes like 5 years to get your people. It's just terrible. But it's also wonderful and great here, and entertainment is here, and people are very passionate here, and the weather's really nice here, and there's a lot of pros. Don't get me wrong, but it's been hard to meet friends and stuff. There's a friend of mine who I basically had to set boundaries for, which I've never done before. Our last hangouts, I've been noticing that I've been walking away feeling very drained of energy, very negative, very, it felt very one-sided, and it's been hard because I know this person has been going through it a lot, and, you know, as a friend, I always want to be there for people, like think about your best friend right now, right? And like, you know, when they're going through something really hard, although it makes you not feel the best, you want to be there and support them, right? Because that's what good friends do. I was trying to do that, but I realized that a lot of the problems my friend has are things that I just can't help him with. And the reason I can't help him with is because the way he thinks about things is very different from how I do. And to be honest, between you and I just don't think he even wants to change. Which is fine. Like, we all have to accept people as they are. You know what, I was like saying this on this channel, and I hope that you do this too. I think the way that we find peace and we find who we really connect with is like, people will show you who they are to you. They will, and it's your job just to see it and accept it, and to figure out if it vibes with you. So he was showing me this aspect of him, and I'm the type of person, I don't know if you are, are you the type of person where, like, you know how, like, someone will say something to you, and it will be like, so for instance, if we're chatting, and I'm just like, oh, like, you know, work is so hard, and I feel like I'm not good enough, and this thing really sucks, and what would be your inclination? Would you agree or disagree? I would agree, and I would be like, oh yeah, work does suck, but you're amazing, and like, don't worry about it, right? Like, that's the answer I would want from you, where you'd be like, hey, it might suck, but like, it will get better, you know, like, you're amazing, I love you, you know? I was trying to do that for him, but it wasn't working, and then I realized what he wanted me to do is basically just agree with him, and be like, yeah, work does suck. I totally get it, like, I feel the same way. It felt like I had to say that, and I didn't want to, because I didn't want to say that, because I realized the things that he would want me to agree on are things that I actually find very important for myself not to agree on. And it's artistic things. It's about, I don't want to shit talk his project. I don't want, so he has a short film, and he was, as artists do, I don't know if you make art, or think of anything that you feel very connected to, very vulnerable about. You know how sometimes you feel like you get imposter syndrome, you feel like you're not good enough for it. I get that. I feel that a lot. He was feeling this, which I was like, very valid, but it felt like I was trying to be like, your project's gonna be great, I'm gonna be this person for you, and I felt like he didn't want to receive that. And he was complaining about how he's not a director and all this stuff, and you know, it's weird, we're in tangent because I'm doing a short film too. I just did one, and if I viewed his mindset, I would be like, oh, I'm not a director, but I view myself as a director. What I'm doing, I am a director, and for him, it's not good enough, and it's just like, it's weird, but for me to really feel like I need to succeed or whatever, I just can't, I don't want to believe that ideology, right? I just don't want to. I don't know if you have ever experienced that, you know, when you have a friend that's saying stuff and you're just like, I don't want to agree to it, and then I don't want to listen to it. Like, I just don't want to listen to that. I don't. Especially because I think our hangout was mostly that, and I know he's going through it hard, but it's just like I can't. I was like, I can't be your rock, and I can't be your therapist, like, and I don't want to be. Does that sound bad? Like, I was just like, I don't want to be that person for you. Like, yeah, maybe if I'm in a relationship with you and we're you know, hubbies and stuff, but our friendship isn't that deep for me to throw my values away to make you feel better. And it was really hard because I usually just try and make people feel good most of the time, but I'm realizing now, like in life, that's what I'm learning, is like I'm kind of learning boundaries. So I basically, and call me crazy, but I basically sent him a text and I set the boundary and I basically asked for some time apart until he finishes the short film and stuff. And I you know, I don't know, you know, life's crazy. You never know what the right decision is or whatever. I felt really guilty for saying that. I felt really actually very sad. We talked on the phone and I basically just told you what I told him. And yeah, it's hard setting boundaries, but I just realized, like, oh, that sounds weird. I'm like, kind of like, I don't want to have to need people, like need friends. I want to be around them, and I don't know, I just can't explain it, but I just can't be that person for him. And I don't think he was necessarily asking me to, but like the way we were talking and hanging out, it felt like it was gonna be an expected thing. Like every time we hang out, we were gonna be talking about that, and I basically just wanted to set up the precedent, being like, hey, I don't want to talk about this stuff. We're different. Like, we're very similar, and I enjoy hanging out with you. But I for my mental health, like, I don't want to get in that med space. So, have you ever experienced anything like that? I'm very proud that I set the boundaries. I'm feeling better today, and I think I'll feel way better tomorrow and the next day, because I feel like it hurts, but I also did that really upfront because I was like, I knew if by me ignoring him, like there's the two routes, right? There's the two routes where you either tell him straight up, you know, hey, we're gonna take a break and we can rekindle like in a month or so and be friends then, and like, you know, or you can just slowly ignore them. I just knew that if I was gonna slowly ignore him, I would always feel bad every time I did that, and it would be less controversial. But I also just like, I don't know, I just, to be honest, I don't know if you do this in your 20s or 30s or whatever, or teens, but sometimes I just want to try things new and be like, well, okay, if I try this situation, you know, where I want to like distance myself from someone, I've done the route where I just like don't hang out with them a lot. What if I do it where I'm actually more blunt about it, more straightforward, and will that actually make our relationship better? Because I think deep down, I want our friendship to be more rich and all of this, but I think the way that you get there is like you need honesty, and I can't, you know, I want to be a great friend, I want to be a perfect friend, I want to be someone you can support, but deep down I know I can't be, and I don't want to be, and I know that sounds so shitty, and I know like you might be like, Nick, like that's the sign of a bad friend, but I know deep down I'm a really good friend. It's just like I know my boundaries. I'm starting to get my boundaries, and I'm realizing like I need, if you're in my life, if I can't support you, I want to be upfront about it, because I need to look out for myself at the end of the day too. And it doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean that I'm not here for you. It's just that I can't be your person. And for him, I know he needs more help. He needs like therapy and stuff. And he doesn't realize it. And it's a lot of other stuff he was talking about. Just trust me on this, you guys. Like he was just talking about how he likes feeling this way. It was just really eye-opening, and it made me very upset. So yeah, you also might be like, it's all good. But yeah, so I did that the other day, and that's an update as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm feeling lighter. I just also, you know what I'm doing that I've never done before? I'm doing D&D, which is Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know I think that's what it's called. Have you ever done it? It's a role play, and I'm doing a podcast with inhabit the ability to bloodbend, and it's not like Avatar where like Katara can like bend the blood. It's more like you impact someone's blood, like their blood. I don't know, it just like hurts them or whatever. But it also hurt. Hello, I'm back. My phone died. Classic. Old videos, but I just wanted to tell you, it's not like your normal bloodbending like Katara. It's more like a blood version, like where my character can impact other people, and basically it hurts their character or their blood or whatever, but then it also hurts my character's body as well. So my character basically got this blood bending and basically became so bitter and like hurt and everything, and lost her husband or her lover, who was a rabbit folk named Jesuit. And it's been years since I've seen him again, my lover, and I'm like an assassin and all this stuff. I've become very like dark and stuff, and my whole journey is trying to reconnect with my lover and find that lost love again and find who I used to be. That's what my character is entering up in this story. And then right now we're like on an airship together, and basically there's a murder that's gonna happen, and we all our characters, there's 4 of us in total, we all will have to be investigating this murder, and then we will get off the airship and we will start going into the world, and all of our little background stories are gonna pop up, and that's gonna be very exciting. So that's what we do. Podcast, it's literally like what I'm doing with you right now. We just are on Discord, and we're all over the US basically. We're in Texas, and I'm in LA, and it's great. Pennsylvania. But yeah. Anything else? I think that's it. I'm gonna be spending the next year submitting flowers to film festivals, so I'm in a whole other phase of, because I want to be a screenwriter and a director and actor. I just want to make art, and I'm learning the process. And as you've seen on this channel, and if you're new here, you can see the whole process of me, from writing to casting to shooting to finding an editor, composer, losing my composer, finishing the film, to the premiere, which happened a few weeks ago, and now I'm in the final phase where the project's complete, but I'm gonna try and submit it to festivals so other people can watch it. So maybe, the best scenario out of all this would be, it's at a film festival that's a lot of people will go to, and then like an agent goes and they're like, wow, I absolutely adore this, or someone that has a lot of money goes, they're like, what's your next project? And they will want to fund my next project. That's literally manifesting that for me. Please manifest that for me. Because my next project, I will work on this channel. A lot of this channel, I'm always trying to figure out like what you guys want from the videos, but I'm coming back to being like, I want to make what I would want to watch, and a lot of it's gonna be positivity based. We're all different, and it's all like the Hive is a wonderful place for us to be who we want to be, right? But I gotta be who I am, and I love entertainment. I love making film and stuff. So I'm gonna spend this channel on the future really like doing some videos about screenplay, and you'll just see my process of me starting from zero, sort of, to making a feature film. So stay tuned if that interests you, and if not, I don't know, I think it's really interesting. I feel like you would enjoy it, but I kind of like that it will be, documented here, and then, we can always come back later. But that's everything that's new in my life. Yeah, I hope your life has been okay and good. It's actually really nice to do these life updates. I encourage you to do them too. You can do them via video. You could do YouTube. You could do ASMR. You could literally do this. You could literally do this. It's very not hard to do. Or you could journal. That's very good too. I used to only journal when I was really sad. sad. I feel like it's good to also journal on a consistent basis. If you're like every first month, and I'm just gonna be like, what did I do in life? What's the life update? And as if you're just talking to a friend. Because it's kind of cool to remember everything that you did, you know. But yeah, I hope you're doing really well. You know, let me know your thoughts down below, I guess, just on life. Obviously, this is my life, so I know you guys have your own opinions. Please think before you speak. Most of you do, and most of you are really sweet, but you know, it's hard. Well, I kind of set myself up for this. What am I saying? Like, I make videos, and, you know, anyone can watch it. I get that, but I just hope that you come from a place of compassion. But also, you know, I'd love to hear your opinions. I'm learning to get kind of a harder shell. Like I said, I'm setting boundaries more, and, you know, we can disagree on some things, and it doesn't mean that we're not compatible, or you're not a good person, or I'm not a good person, right? It's just life, and figuring out where we fit in. So, yeah. Please give this video a like, and subscribe, and do all that fun jazz for YouTube. Share this video with anyone that you think would like it. And as always, if you have any like video ideas, always send them to me. I have an Instagram. Would love to talk to you and welcome you. And yeah, I just hope that all your dreams come true. And yeah, you're so special.